There we go.
Oh, it's loud now. Loud as fuck. Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
Yeah, stupid. Keep talking.
You stupid. Shut up. Now talk. I'm confused.
Sit. Fart.
Fart. Me too. Wait, have you seen all this shit about like Trump literally like shitting himself constantly? How he doesn't have control of his bowels?
I feel like they're always posting stuff about this. Like about like politicians in general, like their health stuff.
Yeah, like doctors have been like listening to clips from Trump and like listening to like the fact that it sounds like he has a diaper on and that he doesn't have like control of his bowels and he's like literally shitting himself while
Like he shit himself the other day?
like during conversations with like big people.
Why do they think are they hearing noises of like
I
somebody
think
shitting themselves?
I saw a clip that was somebody saying like word on the street or like
Word
so
on the
I don't know if
fucking
it's
street.
like they got inside scoop or something, but also people
the wordplay as we're talking about poop is
my favorite thing too is also the clips where they analyze like his gait and stuff, and so many people are saying that he has like this certain type of dementia because he can't walk in a straight line, that he has this very like shuffled step because he's like afraid he's gonna fall over.
that or his dick is just so big.
In gangrenous, hopefully. Hopefully he is gout.
Just
He puts
barely, it's
like
barely
gout
hanging
dick.
on. It's just so big and hanging off of him at this point. He can just barely contain himself in his pants with this big gangrenous. Okay, and we're starting.
All right, okay. All right, I'm going to do the Animal Crossing, okay, and you're going to do the intro. But, like, I'm doing the intro, but you're also doing the intro, okay?
Okay. Welcome to today's episode. I'm just a girl with chronic illness trying real hard to be here. I hope I have at least 14 sweets today. And that I only poop 4 times instead of 6 times like the day before.
I was really hoping you were going to be like, this is the Friends Living Well podcast, and my name is...
Okay, we can.
That's
we
the
can
vibe
really
that
do
I
it.
was putting...
Okay.
Okay.
You gave me too much leeway.
I did.
And then I was more so having fun with your reactions as I was saying
And it
things
actually-
and it not being what you wanted
And
it
it's
to
actually
be.
way funnier than probably actually what I was suggesting, so...
I don't know about any of that.
Well, we've kind of introduced it at this point.
Well, welcome to another episode of Friends Living Well. God only knows what episode number this is, and it has been at least
A fortnight.
A fortnight, yes, I like that.
Are we in the 30s yet, or are we in the 20s?
I'm looking right now.
He's looking right now.
Our producer won't inform us.
Our producer refuses to speak with us. He won't bring his own microphone because he thinks his voice isn't important, but it's very important. And his name is Tom Alderson, and everybody should give him his flowers.
A little applause right now. Tom, can you edit in some applause for you right now? Thank you. But he is a little frustrated with us today, as he should be. We're
Just girls. We're just fucking girls. And I've never claimed to be anything but a stupid girl.
We can be kind of needy sometimes.
Yeah, and this is a podcast.
Yes, that's right.
This is a podcast. It's called Friends Living Well. My name is Kelsey. I'm a BCBA. And if you get in my comments about how BCBAs shouldn't have jobs, you can literally suck my you-know-what.
Man,
Disrespectfully.
She really do be getting hate for just existing.
Somebody commented on my TikTok the other day, like, actually, it's not your political views that should be outright. It's actually your entire career. And I was like, thank you for the engagement.
They did. If you don't know Kelsey and the kind of work that she does and how she essentially isn't a BCBA, she's Kelsey. She's designed her own method of doing things, and now she's teaching other people how to do them. But if you don't know Kelsey, I would almost like agree. Like everybody else does seem like pretty.
Yeah, like if you think about a BCBA and you're like, they're doing token economies.
Yes.
Like, which is everybody's beef, which like, oh my God, I like can't even get into it because I don't feel like I'm educated enough to get into like why a lot of people call them like ableist and things like that, and I don't know if I completely understand, so like I have questions to ask, which is why I kind of almost don't want to speak on it, but anyway, we can talk about that later.
I do want to do that as an episode one time, because BCBA is such a world that nobody really knows what we're even talking about. We could describe it 100 times, 100 different ways. People don't know what we're talking about. But I think it would be cool for us to find clips that are going viral or whatever of
all of my friends. It's
all
all
of
the
your
shit that I'm
friends.
already commenting on.
But also methods that like you don't necessarily, because there's been a number of times where I've seen stuff and sent it to you and been like, what is this? Is this ethical? And then you'll explain to me what's happening and why it's not.
Oh yeah, I want to do a whole episode on facilitated communication.
That's what it was. That one I sent you recently.
Yeah, and we could quote, there's actually this SLP that I follow on TikTok who like her whole page is basically like blasting SLPs that like talk about spelling to communicate or facilitated communication, and it's like my favorite thing. Like it's her whole page just like shitting on these people. But yeah, I'm a BCBA, and I'm proud to be a BCBA. And I think I've realized through some of my online posting recently that if you don't want to learn, this ain't for you. I'm not talking to you.
If you're gonna be pigeonholed, then go be a pigeon, bro.
Yeah, be a pigeon, bro.
Be a pigeon.
You're not even real.
I love how
pigeons
your brain
aren't
is
even
not
fucking real.
Can't even see you.
And this is Nikita Trombone.
Fajita Trombone here to assist you with any of your clinical needs, whether that be individual, couples, families, or even supervision.
Yeah, she's really good at supervision.
I really do be loving supervision.
Basically, we're fucking awesome.
We do doing some pretty cool things. Sometimes I sit back and I realize how much growth over these years and all the cool stuff we're doing.
But it's funny because I almost I did like a little networking call this week, and I almost sent you a message, a message because I was like, how do you guys describe me? Like, what is your elevator pitch? Because I got off that call. It was like a 30-minute call, and I felt like I took 20 of the 30 minutes just to explain what I do.
I know, because we don't really get into like what a BCBA is. Like for us, we get into more of what you do and what you offer as a person, and
that's
so we'll
true.
talk about the support that you offer and how a lot of other services focus. For me, at least, this is what I always say: is that a lot of services seem to focus on the kiddo, and a lot of labels for the kiddo and changing behaviors for that kiddo. And something Kelsey really likes to do is first take a look at the entire system and the entire family.
Yeah.
And in particular, if the parents are needing something, as the ones that are the kind of leaders of the ship, helping them to develop those tools first. So a lot of parenting coaching in that way.
Yeah.
And then being able to look more at the kiddo and figuring out what do they need.
Yes, because I think I'm really good at being a translator, if you will.
That's a good way of putting it.
Like, I think I'm really good at looking at an individual, like whether they're neurodivergent or not, but I think I'm good at looking at a person and saying, like, I see them communicating this in their actions. And I think that's really helpful for parents, because I think there's this, like, when kids are having a hard time and they're dysregulated, what comes out feels like so deeply personal. It feels like an attack on their parenting. It feels like,
I literally don't know how some of these parents, because like I just watched the videos of the kids where they're like, there was one I was watching today, and it was a kid, he was like spitting, kicking, chasing, and I was just like, how do you, and the mom was just the whole time was so regulated and so calm, and I was like, they just don't prepare you for that level of...
No, nobody does. There's this I should send it to you. There's this poem called Welcome to Holland, and it's a beautiful poem. Like, I should actually, I think I should just read it to you, because I think that it
and you've mentioned it to me before, and then we've never actually looked it up, so I feel like
it's gonna make me cry. But I think it really...
I say before we started, I was like, it's gonna make you cry. We're gonna make you cry.
I think that this is like exactly encapsulates what you were saying. This is Welcome to Holland by Emily Pearl Kingsley. This is from 1987.
Good year.
Um, I am often asked to describe the experience of raising a child with a disability, to try and help people who have not shared that unique experience to understand it, to imagine how it would feel. It's like this. When you're going to have a baby, it's like planning a fabulous vacation trip to Italy. You buy a bunch of guidebooks and make your wonderful plans. The Colosseum, the Michelangelo, the gondolas in Venice. You may learn some handy phrases in Italian. It's all very exciting. After months of eager anticipation, the day finally arrives. You pack your bags and off you go. Several hours later, the plane lands. The flight attendant comes in and says, "Welcome to Holland." Holland, you say? What do you mean, Holland? I signed up for Italy. I'm supposed to be in Italy. All my life, I've dreamed of going to Italy. But there's been a change in the flight plan. They've landed in Holland, and there you must stay. The important thing is that they haven't taken you to a horrible, disgusting, filthy place full of pestilence, famine, and disease. It's just a different place. So you must go out and buy new guidebooks, and you must learn a whole new language, and you will meet a whole new group of people you would never have met. It's just a different place. It's slower paced than Italy, less flashy than Italy. But after you've been there for a while and you catch your breath, you look around and you begin to notice that Holland has windmills, and Holland has tulips. Holland even has Rembrandts. But everyone you know is busy coming and going from Italy, and they're all bragging about what a wonderful time they had there. And for the rest of your life, you will say, yes, that's where I was supposed to go. That's what I had planned. And the pain of that will never, ever, ever go away, because the loss of that dream is a very significant loss. But if you spend your life mourning the fact that you didn't get to Italy, you may never be free to enjoy the very special, the very lovely things about Holland.
Like the tulips.
Like the tulips and the Rembrandts. Isn't that so beautiful?
I could see where that really resonates with you so much too, of like that idea of having such a dream and then having to embrace like such a full loss of it in order to get to a mindset of how do I find positive things in the unexpected now.
And I think that that's, you know, another challenge. Like, even in me bringing up that poem, I also feel like that's a bit, it's fantasizing a bit about the life that some of the families do live, where there is famine and there is pestilence and there is disease, and there aren't Rembrandts there. And if there are, they're very small.
Like as a reminder of how much worse it could get.
And they can only go see them once every 3 months, right? Like, so I think that that's the approach that I take as a, like, when we say family unit or I say macro level, like, I'm not just looking at the child, I'm looking at the parent and saying, like, you're experiencing grief. And how do we acknowledge that difficult emotion so then we can work through the what do I do when they are spitting, kicking, and hitting, right?
Do you try to do that? Because what you're saying is making me think so much of what comes up in constant ways of not getting stuck, like whether that's because of a loss like that and then looking at what I expected or what I dreamed of and then staying stuck because you can't let go of that grief of it, or...
Yeah, I think because it's important to me that I stay within my scope. You know, I'm not the person that's going to do the grief work with the parents, but I think that as part of like acceptance and commitment therapy, one of the main ideas is just acknowledgement of the difficult emotion. And I think that when we start naming it, it doesn't eat you up inside. Like, you know how it's like when women experience trauma and they don't process it, like they get autoimmune diseases, right? It's like that's what I see in families of like when I don't articulate my grief and I don't say like I wanted to go to fucking Italy and I'm in fucking Holland and this sucks. Like if we don't say that, how can I give you a behavior management strategy? Like,
right. And there's so many people that feel guilty even. That's another thing that I hear a lot is if I acknowledge and say out loud how this isn't what I wanted, or it wasn't what I expected, or I'm really sad and I feel like there's a big loss, people feel really guilty about having that thought and that feeling, and then they avoid it all the more.
Yeah, and it's like these feelings in opposition, right? Like, I love you, but I'm scared of you right now. And I think a lot of families like experience that. And the thing, I've been saying this to a lot of families recently, and I've been really liking the way that I've framed it of like there's a lot of shame and self-judgment because when you have a child that is having a really, really hard time, it often means that you have to act in a way that is not in alignment with who you are. Like, if you are kind of naturally the person who is calm and quiet and like maybe is more of a freeze person than a fight person, but now the fight is coming out.
You have to respond.
Yeah, and so I've been talking to parents about how I'm like, you know what? Like, you need to understand, like, your body is trying to protect you. This isn't you making a choice to like yell. This isn't like, this is literally your body is trying to protect you because it feels threatened. Your body is doing what it's supposed to do. We have to teach your body that this isn't the threat that it thinks it is. And we have to basically build your muscle. We have to, it's like lifting weights in order to learn how to respond differently in a fight or flight situation. You have to be exposed to it, and you have to start making like small, minimal changes. And so like a lot of the time with my parents, I'm like, this is not me saying don't yell. This isn't me saying
Be perfect.
Be perfect. All I'm asking, take 2 deep breaths before you respond. I just want you to start building space in between your trigger and your impulse to respond.
Yeah.
Because that's what we want the child to start learning. But they don't have the capacity to do that in the way that we, as adults, hypothetically have the ability. So I think that that's like a nice way to like depersonalize it and like take the blame off of the parent.
And also to like summarize what you do in that way of removing the shame, bringing acknowledgement to what's really going on there.
Yeah.
And just starting to be able to understand the dynamics, the structure as is.
You're not supposed to live like this.
Yeah.
Like, your body is not built for this shit. What we're all collectively experiencing in the United States right now, we are not supposed to be fucking dealing with this.
Oh man, the crazy shit that we're. So let's maybe even figure out what because we did our little intro.
We barely did an intro.
Barely did an intro. We're so disorganized. Is there anything part of our intro that we haven't? There was such a long list of jiu-jitsu athletes, like especially female athletes, that I wanted to.
Oh, God.
Like Laura Kent got her black belt. Like, there were just so many people that I had wanted to acknowledge, but I'm so disorganized today.
We haven't recorded in a while. Maybe that's episode 2. Maybe we need to, like, do a fuller... Because there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the jiu-jitsu community right now also.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, we have the Alchemize Fightwear East Coast I don't even know the name of it now that I'm saying it out loud.
I know, because I
Isn't
always
it
just
the
call
East
it
Coast
the
like
women's camp.
Yeah, they have their East Coast grappling camp coming up in May.
Insert ad.
And we're both gonna be there.
In Stroudsburg, nice
yeah, and I believe that like they have all of like the, you get housed there, you get fed there. It's less of a wellness centered event like we had done in Texas, in Austin. This is more like jiu-jitsu grappling focused. So
and it feels like summer camp vibes. It's very like we're gonna be up around the bonfire, toasting marshmallows and playing board games.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And, Maya talked a lot about how she's going to kind of be shifting Alchemize this year, which I thought was a really cool reframe where they're going to focus like on less product launches, more consistent, like shipping and fulfilling orders and like having more sizes available. And
it's
like
so cool. I can't wait to pick her brain about where she's envisioning things. Because that's what you do as a company. As you grow, you have to sit down at the table and figure out like what do we actually want to do, and it seems like she decided she wants to be less like merch focused and
Yeah,
more
she
about
wants
these
it to be
camps
sustainable. She wants it to be more community focused. And I know that Sully is also like really stepping into her role as like, you know, like kind of like a marketing director.
and also like a resource advocate. I feel like she's
Yeah.
trying to put a lot of tools and ways of bringing women together. And
Yeah. Yeah.
love
So
her.
we'll be there in May. And Laura Kent, who was on our podcast a while ago, she got promoted. She got her black
Yes.
belt, which is a huge deal. I think she's the second ever female black belt under Zach Maslany. So that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, can't say I don't think any of us are surprised that no Laura and see Laura compete, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's a really cool moment to
And she's going to be competing a lot this year.
start a new year, new comps.
Nicole Matthews on Instagram said that she is like going to be taking a step away from competing in 2026, and is focusing more on just being like a sustainable leader in her gym in the light of all of this insane like sexual assault stuff going on and all
There
these
is a
different
lot of
gyms.
information coming out.
So from the jiu-jitsu side of things, some updates there. I think that the Alchemize event is going to be really fun.
I think it's going to be really exciting. And last time we just met a lot of really, really cool people. And
Yeah, it's going to be fun to like network, you know? And I think I think what I want to do, and this is what I put actually in my little bio that we sent them, but like I put in there about how like I've been fighting chronic illness. And I think it would be really helpful for me to talk about my experiences of like what it's like to want to be an athlete and be in an athletic space and then like being removed from that space.
I know.
Because I think that a lot of athletes really struggle with that. And a lot of athletes are able to actually return.
Right, as you were saying, that's going to be part of every jiu-jitsu athlete's journey, whether it's like mine where it was a medical procedure. It didn't have to do with like an injury or anything,
Right.
but it took me out.
Yeah.
Or yours, which was an injury in it that then took you
Yeah.
out. Like I've never met somebody that's done jiu-jitsu obviously long term to get to a higher promotion that hasn't told me about a time in their life where they were like, oh yeah, there was like a year where I just wasn't able to train.
Yeah. And I think like being open about like how there's like for me there's a lot of feelings of this like imposter syndrome of like I don't deserve to be here, or like, you know, I don't deserve to have my blue belt because I can't train. And I think that like those are all kind of the feelings that like go through your head when you're experiencing
Especially because it feels like it's been taken away from you.
yeah, and I think for me it's just a little different just because it's one of those things where like I really can't return.
Yeah.
And so I think that would be helpful to just like talk about, especially from like a mental health standpoint. You know, I think it would be good for people to just hear like this is what other people experience and it's hard.
Yeah, that's the highlight reel that we don't see posted. We get all the cool ones of like the comps and all, but we don't get like the chronic illness girlies that are like, so I've been wanting to train, but I can't.
It's like, by the way, like I have like an autoimmune disease and I can't, you know, it's so interesting because like you're not going to see that representation on the mats because it literally is one of those things that like it really precludes you. But I think that there's this one athlete I saw that she has lupus, I think, and she competes and like she still trains. And I was very interested in hearing about her journey.
Right. I'm sure that's another one that comes with times of being able to train and then not being able to.
Yes. So yeah, that's some jujitsu stuff.
And I'm sure there's other stuff, but like you said, we'll bring it on to the next episode.
Yeah, we'll see what there is, what information we wanted to gather. But yeah, right now we're just kind of riffing.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
in our
shooting the shit.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
Hey guys, did you notice we both have sunglasses on?
We're trying to protect ourselves from the light and the speaking of chronic illness.
It's kind of awesome.
I'm a fan of it.
It feels so much better.
I shouldn't have drank all that coffee with the cream, but I'm a fan of it.
That's okay. I know. God, it was so good.
So
It was so good. I wanted to praise the Lord. Are you changing the lighting mid-pod? That's the lighting I don't like. I liked the other lighting. The warm light.
What is this, the white one?
This is the white light.
You guys vote in the comments now which
See, that's
hue
softer.
you most lack.
I put all of my screens on like the most yellow light possible. It's
I
fucking awesome.
100% judge people very hard. If I'm looking at your house from the outside and I just see like white fluorescent light, what the fuck is the matter with you?
Tom and I were scrolling the other day, and I was scrolling on my phone, and he like wanted me to turn up the brightness. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. He was like, I can't see it. I was like, I don't care.
Where Tom's just blind everywhere. He's like, I can't see anything.
No, I will literally at night, I will take a shower. I will turn all the lights off. I will keep one light on in the bathroom. I will get dressed in the dark.
You know those videos where that guy is like, because you're a pavel. Because you're just poor. You're just a pavel. He did one of those, but it was about this rich woman with all her like low ass lighting, where she was like, from 4 p.m. and after, my lights just like slow, and it like
Yeah,
tracks
because
with the
she's
sun.
smart. Because that's like, if I get rich, there
That's
will
how
be
you'll know.
signs.
That's how you'll know.
Whenever I'm doing I'm designing anything on Animal Crossing, if I'm like making a house for somebody, I always put it in the like low like sunset light. Every house I do.
I don't know what Animal Crossing looks like as a game, but you know the ice cream label I made you?
Yes.
That little character that's on it
That's
is what I
me.
imagine is you in that game.
Well,
whenever you
Animal
say that.
Crossing is just like cartoon. It's like very cartoony.
It's accurate then.
Yeah, it's very cartoony, and you get to design like houses on islands and stuff.
Is it like Sims?
It's kind of like Sims, but you get to like, but it's more like Animal Crossing. Like the people are animals. You're like the only non-animal person. Everybody else is like a little cat walking around, or like, but they talk and they're cute, and you become friends with them, and then
It's
they
like Animal Crossing.
yeah, and you design houses for them, and you can pick like
Duh.
the time of day. You can pick the season.
So it's just cuteness.
I literally have been falling asleep at night, like designing like how I'm going to edit my Animal Crossing island.
You just be dreaming.
I just did an overhaul this morning. I was like, I'm going to take all my farming stuff and I'm going to move it to this part of my island. And I was designing it in my head as I was falling asleep last night.
You're like, this is where I live now. This is my
I have been
reality.
playing so much Animal Crossing. It's been so like cozy because I started reading a new book. I finished my most recent book, which was great, but I started reading a new book, and
Recent smut.
I didn't know that it was very like war focused, and I was like, oh, I can't go from like ice killed somebody to oh cute dog to oh buy this and then read a war torn book. I just can't.
Man, they really be slinging us through that range of emotions.
It's hard on my brain. It's the weirdest like dopamine hit ever. Like, no, we're not supposed to be able to like see like people getting killed on our phones and then like look at this
exposed to
capybara.
so much. I heard somebody the other day that was kind of talking about that, where they were like, you know, people used to get along a little bit more because you just simply didn't have your phone. So like you would just be sitting there having a conversation with somebody, and you would just
Yeah.
go wherever the conversation between the two of you went.
Yeah.
And he was like, but now all anybody ever needs to do is like to need to know what time it is or whatever, and then they look at their phone.
Yeah.
And then there's an alert that says like,
Yeah.
and then that's the next thing that you talk about. And
Yeah.
then that,
Yeah, like you used to like just sit and like notice stuff. I want to be
a
be
person.
noticing, man. I want somebody to take my phone and literally throw it in the ocean.
I wonder if there's like what I wish I knew somebody that really did that legitimately. I know a few people that have gotten the phones where it's like less stuff on it, but it's still
I have changed mine where it's an all monochromatic background and app stuff, so it's less like flashy, so I kind of want to look at it less.
I want to talk to the guy that really is off the grid.
I want a flip phone. I want to hang up on somebody by slamming my phone
yeah.
shut.
I want to know that guy.
That's
like
so girly pop. I want it to be fucking like
pink razor.
I want it to be a pink razor. I want to have charms on it, and I want to slap it shut.
By the way, IKEA has a phone, a hang-up phone that you can Bluetooth. You can set it. You can Bluetooth it to your cell phone.
Tom,
I'm
Tom,
planning on getting one for
Tom.
the office.
Tom, I want one.
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
Can we go to IKEA? I want to go to IKEA.
That is a really good Valentine's date, actually, is just walking around
Oh my
IKEA.
god, I want this fucking bookshelf that's like this collapsible, like you open it up and it like has shelving and stuff, because I want to do crafts, and the only sustainable surfaces I have
Your dining room.
is my dining room table, which I
Yeah.
know Teddy is gonna fuck my shit up. So I'm looking to get a different
You're
desk.
just selfish. Just let him do what he wants to do.
But if I want to make my mini house, which Tom got me, which I've been dying to do, I don't want pieces to go missing because Teddy be bapping them around.
Can Teddy live in them?
Little bastard.
Are they the size of Teddy? Because if so, it should probably be for Teddy. Then.
It's like this big. It's like this big.
Okay, it's like just too small for him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He could, if I fits, I sits. He could try it. But he's kind of tubby now. He's kind of a big boy now.
He's living that good life. He's like Artie now.
He is like Artie, but he's like not fat, but he's like, but he is.
Yeah, that's what I tell Artie. I'm like, you're not fat, but
Artie's bigger than Teddy, I
yeah,
think.
he's fat.
Yeah.
He's fatty. He a fatty bone Johnny.
I love grabbing his little tummy.
Who don't?
I call him Tub now because he's just my tubby boy.
I like how his eyes are close together, like noodles are.
My gosh. I should send you I took a video of him. I ate chia seed pudding and he fucking stick his fucking nose in there and he's licking the sides of it and I just like grabbed his head and I just like shook it. I was like, stop it.
That'll teach him.
He loved it. I sent it to my mom. She was like, he's so tolerant. I was like, yeah.
He's such a little baby.
No, actually, I'm so tolerant. It's more like it. Because I have morons. I'm surrounded by morons.
Just boys. Speaking of for boys, just a shout out. Because when is this going to come out soon, this episode? So, Valentine's this year is, I forget what the date is, but President's Day is.
It's on a Saturday.
Is it a Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a Saturday, and then President's Day, which I know a lot of people have off from work
Oh.
on that. So technically, you could maybe get yourself, like if you take off that Friday, or you could
She's
make
smart
yourself
for that.
I know, and I feel like Valentine's is one of those things, we all have good intentions, like we want to do something special, but you have to plan it, and it takes time to plan it, and so if you don't have something to remind you well in advance,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where you see the guys just like at the Acme just buying 17
Yeah.
dozen roses because they're like, I really have fucked this up, and there's already an Acme sign on these flowers.
And they're like 30% upcharged.
Oh, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. So yes, I'm warning you now, guys. You got a couple of weeks. It's a long weekend.
And also, you know that even if you're in a committed relationship, you do have to ask your partner to be your Valentine. That's like part of it.
Yeah, be cute.
Be cute, bitch.
Do cute things for one another. It's big fun. I love Valentine. You know how I feel. I mean, look at my sweater.
I know.
Big cute.
Pink and red are like my favorite colors together.
Same.
Yeah, we big cute.
Same.
We big cute. Yeah.
Yeah, so do something special. Do something lovey-dovey. I have to think of something. Oh, there was something we were talking about.
I literally don't remember. This thing's gonna crap out in 30 minutes. We better start talking.
Testing. Okay, yeah.
Do you want your
Oh, yeah, my little squishy.
little squishy?
We talked about Valentine's Day. That's what
Valentine's Day.
I remember. Valentine's.
Yeah.
That's another, speaking of Valentine's, we have that crafting event that's coming
Oh,
up at
yeah, Nimblecraft. Yeah, on February 11th, we're going to be at Nimblecraft.
From 7 to 9 p.m., so come and join us.
It's going to be fun. We're going to make Valentines. It's like a donation based event. And it's in media, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we're partnering with Delco Helping Hand, so any donations made will be given to them.
Yep.
And then Nimblecraft is a really just awesome organization. I feel like I want everybody to know of them because they're constantly doing events. They constantly have community-based stuff.
Yeah.
The owner is very passionate about just making art accessible to people. Like even when we reached out to her, she was like, I don't even want to charge you guys anything for it. Like I just want to make it accessible.
That's so cute.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I really loved connecting with the vendor at the women's event. She made those earrings and the keychain that I bought, and she's a Philly-based person.
Really?
And I was like, I talked with her, and we just like really vibed. And she was really nice, and I was like, man, maybe we should collaborate with her, and like, could she teach like a polymer clay?
Oh, cool.
Because all of the stuff she makes is polymer clay.
Really?
So it was interesting because like I don't wear a lot of jewelry because it like sensory wise really bothers me. Like I hate the feeling. Yeah, I hate the feeling. And I put in her earrings. It felt like I was wearing nothing. It was amazing.
And I didn't realize they looked so realistic at first. I didn't realize.
She hand makes all of those.
Because for clay to happen, like, you have to layer all the colors like
Oh
that.
yeah,
and
she
make
be
it-
doing it.
They were
Her
cute
name
as
is
hell.
Rachel. And she
Hey,
was really
Rachel.
cute. So yeah, I was like, well, I'm gonna like contact you. Like I think we could end up like doing another partnership, or like we could do another women's event or something and like talk with her. So I thought that would be a cute opportunity.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like that and fully, like, another one that I have. I don't have any dates, or Ashley and I even have it on our list to talk about with one another, but we used to do this at JFK when we worked in community behavioral health. We did grief walks.
Oh.
And just with everything that's happening in the world right now, we
yeah.
just, like, there's so many, and even as you were talking about, like, grief of things that or have already been happening, but like identity as mothers, and just we wanted to be able to give an opportunity for anybody that's going through their own grief experience, whatever that is, to come together. So we're still putting the details, because obviously it's so freaking cold. We
I know,
just
it's
got
like nobody wants
a
to
foot of ice, so you can't even walk anywhere. But we are thinking of that, and planning that. So.
Yeah, I feel like everybody, or maybe this is me, because I think my current emotional state is more anger than anything. I just want a nice group scream. I just want to scream.
Just to be yelling and letting it out.
I just want to be fucking yelling. That shit's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of angry girl music lately. That's been really helpful.
To get it out, to get the energy out.
I've been listening to Mannequin Pussy because they are like an angry girl band from Philly who I fucking love. I love them.
Every time you say their name too, Mannequin Pussy.
Yeah, it makes Nikita laugh. And then I found this other band that I'm describing as like Taylor Swift, like, wants to be punk. It's like if Taylor Swift did like punk adjacent music, because it's like very girly, and
Taylor Swift stayed in her PMS vibes.
Yeah, and it's like not good. It's like not very good. Like, I wouldn't say this is a good punk band, but they have like punky vibes and like fun angry lyrics, and like the music's not that great, but it's good and it's fun to listen to and it serves its purpose. That's called The Blushes. They have this song called Radical. It's like a really fun song.
You're always really good at that too, of just like giving music a good try, exposing yourself to new stuff and seeing.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of different stuff, and who else was I listening to? I don't know, but I also got tickets to see Death Cab for Cutie and Japanese Breakfast in July, and I'm like really stoked about that, because I've been listening to Death Cab for Cutie since I was like in middle school.
Check you out.
And I've never seen them live.
Oh, so that's big then, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen them live.
Where are they from? Like, where's their...
I don't even know. I have no idea. It was, oh my god.
I figured it can't be local. If
I
you hadn't
brought it
seen
up
them.
in social group, and like none of them knew who Death Cab for Cutie was, and I was like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you know, some pretty niche.
But to me, like, I guess it's like a very like millennial. I think it's like a millennial knowledge. I don't think it's like Gen Z
Yeah.
knowledge.
Are they into music the way that we were? I feel like they have more options of music than we did, which is like we had to kind of hunt our music down. We had like limited sources and sites you could go to.
It's in your face. There's a lot more. There's just so much information. It's like so at your fingertips, but you do have to like look for it, right? You know, like the reason it popped up on my For You page is because I've been watching a lot of like fuck ICE protesting videos. So then I get, you know, these girls being like, I want reproductive rights and I want like gun
I
control.
want to pop my pussy how
I want to pop my
it.
pussy to gun control. You
Like,
know.
I want to pop my pussy like it is a gun.
Brah, brah.
Insert shotgun sounds. Cannon noises.
I just shoved a nuke up my pussy. Have you ever heard that audio?
Pussy.
That's an audio on TikTok. That's
Man.
really funny.
I really have to
Clip
figure
that.
out how to make music, because there's a few little bites like that. Can you imagine if we were in a club and then we were just like, shotgun that pussy?
Fucking every drag queen would use that. They would
Exactly.
use that,
Oh my
that
god! And
song.
then my life would be complete. Like I could just have an entourage of drag
Oh.
queens with me.
You know, I feel like in this time of like such true political unrest, like this is where art and artistry really shines.
It's bringing me back to my middle school days where
Yeah.
I would not have survived were it not for the gay crew that like just welcomed me in. They were like, "Oh, you
Yes.
poor pathetic
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for teaching me how to do eyeliner.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, exactly.
And for admiring my boobs at such like a time when I needed that most.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've had a lot of people over the years admire your boobs.
I know, it really makes me feel sad that I haven't as much, but now that Dr. Subio I have a
Yeah.
relationship with them.
I saw somebody talking shit on Dr. Subio in a
Shut
Facebook
up.
group today. They were like, "Has anybody gone to Dr. Subio for a tummy tuck?" Like blah blah blah. And then in the comments they were like, "I don't understand why he's like so famous for that." And I was like, "Bitch, are you kidding me?"
His results are, and I don't want to talk shit, but especially now that I'm done, and I'd be looking at other people's results, and I'm like, that don't look comfortable. That's how I'm gonna
There's
put
a
it.
reason he's the best on the East Coast. There's a reason. I don't know what fucking Karen on fucking Facebook was saying.
I love every generation and lineage that man comes from. Thank you. Literally changed my life forever. Love you to death. Love all the previous generations that led up to you, and will love all the ones that you have spawned thereafter. Love you to death.
That's like a lot. What you just said was a lot.
Especially because I was literally cut open and dying, and he was like, I'm gonna fix you. You will be okay.
It's so funny because I had a conversation with Tom the other day where I was like, oh, wait, this is transference because I have been seeing my PT Mark, who's like been the one who's figured out like what's wrong with my body.
Yeah.
And I was just like talking about how much I love Mark. And then I was like, oh,
My
this
savior.
is transference.
I got a lot of feelings about this guy.
Tom was like, you need to chill. It was just such a funny moment.
I know,
It was
but
like,
he has opened up a lot of doors for you, of a lot of insights
my
about
God.
what's happening with your
I
body,
just,
so
like,
it makes sense.
to talk to people that actually have never looked at me and thought I was crazy one time, who've like taken everything I've said to them and been like, yep, that makes sense for all of these reasons.
There's so much in somatic and functional medicine that we just have no idea of, that when people, it's like how you are with, is it your polyvagal or your vagus nerve?
My vagal nerve,
Your
yeah.
vagal nerve. So that's, see, and like if you don't know about you just don't ever think to look into them. Or,
Yeah, and it's like it's also kind of the shortcomings of Western medicine because there's things like acupuncture that literally changes your heart rate. Like legit acupuncturists will take your pulse to see if it affects your and nobody knows why it works.
Did I ever tell you about the witch doctor that fucked with me with acupuncture for a minute?
What?
So at Shippensburg, we had a wellness fair,
Okay.
and there was like a whole bunch,
Have you been
wellness
cursed?
along-
Is that why you were a hoagie earlier this year?
No, I haven't been cursed.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got
think
worried.
It was more so like a, because I walked in and I was like, yeah, all this means nothing. Kind of like an attitude. Like, I didn't say that out loud, but I was like, yeah, okay, what is acupuncture? Like, okay.
No, look, I've been there.
I
As
just didn't
a
think-
behaviorist, I have poo-pooed other people probably more times than I can count.
Yeah, I was just like, there's like a woman like reading tarot cards, and I'm like, okay, and they're, like, and so she like brought me over, and she was way too fucking cocky and arrogant. So now when I look back, I'm like, I know exactly what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
She did one. It was in my thumb. It was like in this fatty part of your thumb.
Yeah.
She did one in there. I had like a wave of like heat go through my body, and then I just started crying.
Oh my God.
And she was like, yeah, you have a lot of buildup of emotions, and just like let it out. And I feel like she was basically like, you think you have all the fucking answers and understand yourself so well.
No one should be that powerful. That's why I have a chronic illness. I would be too powerful if I didn't.
That's why I said she was a little witch doctor with her smoke. Like she was like, oh, you think you know?
Oh, you
Oh,
think?
you think you know? You so.
And she popped her pussy in a different way.
She popped my pussy. She hit it with the smallest.
My favorite thing is I can't see what Tom's face is.
We do keep looking at Tom.
Because I'm looking for, like, I don't know if he's laughing, but I'm getting body language that I think he thinks it's funny what we're saying.
Yeah. Tom always has my back.
I go through phases where my laugh just, like, only sounds like a tea kettle, and I'm in a tea kettle phase right now.
If I had the patience and the funds, I would pay Tom to insert an actual tea kettle sound in every laugh that you have. Man, that would be good.
It's either Elmo cackle or it's tea kettle.
Wow.
Like there's no in between.
You have so much Elmo energy.
Dude.
I've never put that together.
Dude,
until
how
now.
did you when you met my brother, did you not hear how much his laugh sounds like fucking Elmo?
I do love your brother a lot.
Isn't he such a little like sweet little like just marshmallow of a man?
He's very sweet and very caring. You two have a lot in common.
We're like bleeding hearts. Like that's our problem.
Very loving, very attentive to like your attention to detail for other people is insane. I think that's why you and Lauren get like are so well matched in that way too, because your attention to detail and caring for people are so high.
Our mom has poisoned us with like being a good person. Like I would like to be a little bit less empathetic and like less notice. I would like less.
Yeah, Susan Hunter will be making you feel loved when you're in her presence, man.
My mom cried tears for Nikita like more than she cried tears for herself this year, I think.
The entire
Last
Hunter
year.
family has cried more for me than I have ever cried for myself. You validate
Y'all got something to cry about? I'll do it for you.
She will do it for you.
You don't even have to ask. I'll just do it.
I forget who I said that to about you the other day, where I was literally like, there are wounds of mine that I didn't even start grieving or sitting with until I told you about it, and
Oh
then
my
the
God.
horrified look on your face.
That's so beautiful.
And then you would cry, and then I'd be like, maybe I should. Maybe.
Aww. Oh my God, friendship's it's so funny. I wanted to do that.
Love you.
Should we end the episode on that note with our index fingers caressing each other?
Yeah, it's a reminder, show a little emotional vulnerability and pop your pussy as often and as frequently as your autonomy offers you.
I was gonna offer like some more therapeutic, but no, I like that. I'm not